Yo, what's good, y'all, man? Last night was Night of Champions, man. Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, and what a night that was, man. What a night that was, man. Some great things happened. The beginning of the show was kind of rocky, you know. It was kind of slow. And then the next match was slow. The Seth Rollins and AJ Styles match was a banger, bro. Shout out to Seth Rollins. I believe I did get that right. With Seth Rollins winning, and yeah, man. But the main event is what stole the show. Great sequence of events, man. Great sequence of events. I'll invite y'all to go back and watch it. Watch what actually happened on Peacock. But this is from WrestleMania. Real reasons why the Usos betrayed Roman Reigns at Night of Champions. Man, it was a long time coming, but we finally had it, man. Everybody knew it was going to happen. But when it actually happened, man, what a moment that was. What a moment that was. And now it just leaves you in the question, what's next? You know? What's next? The next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank in London. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. Who's going to be in the Money in the Banks? I think people saying Zelina Vega for the women's Money in the Bank, which I would be fine with. I would like that. And LA Knight for the Money in the Bank, the men's Money in the Bank, that would just be for jokes and giggles, bro. That would just be for the culture, bro. That would just be for the culture. Bianca Belair losing her championship to Asuka. And, you know, she had a great run, man. She got a great run, but I think right here is when you turn her heel. Right here is when you turn her heel. So, and now she can go on to face SmackDown Superstars. We need the titles. Switched out. I don't know why we still haven't done that. But anyways, this is real reason why the Usos betrayed Roman Reigns at Night of Champions. This is from the homie WrestleMania. And let's go into it. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready. A lot of reactions coming now. Since it's getting ready to be the summer, this week's my last week of school. Maybe doing one more good vlog. And yeah, man, let's get right into it. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready.
What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemaina here, back with another video. While Night of Champions is over, the main event opened the door for what could be the WWE's most explosive line this year, and this follows the sensational storylines featuring Sami Zayn's exit from the group, as well as Cody Rhodes' quest for the Undisputed Championship. By all appearances, the Bloodline has officially crumbled. But why? Join us now as Wrestlemaina looks at why the Usos betrayed Roman Reigns. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlemaina Shorts.
Hey man, go check out the homie, bro. Go check out the homie WrestleMania giving us this content to react to, and you know, giving us the content to react to.
A shocker in Saudi Arabia. Now, if you missed Night of Champions main event between Undisputed Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, you not only missed a thrilling tag match, you missed what appears to be the end of the Bloodline. After a ref bump, Jay and Jimmy Uso ran in to help out Roman and Solo, who were definitely in danger of...
The commentary on this match was a 10 out of 10. The commentary on this match was a 10 out of 10. Everything about this match stole the show, bro. Everything about this match was a 10 out of 10. Again, the first couple of matches was a little shaky, other than the World Heavyweight Championship match. But then the matches after that was a little bit shaky. A little downtime. But then it came the Money in the Bank. Or not the Money in the Bank. And then it came for the main event. and it just became a 10 out of 10, bro.
Losing that
Triple H was
match.
over there
However, things
in
broke
defeat,
down as
cooking up
Sami
something
Zayn
great.
avoided a double super kick from the Usos and Jay and Jimmy flattened their brother Solo. Roman shoved Jay only for Jimmy to snap and super kick Roman before exiting the ring. The Usos exited the ring as Solo was pinned. Whilst this explosive finale was unexpected, the WWE is taking its time with the storyline of the Bloodline breaking down, so what was so important about doing so at Night of Champions? Well, let's look at those reasons. As number one, the proper venue. As many times has been said, it's worth repeating that the Saudi Sports Authority...
I feel like that pay, like last night. Yeah, last night, today's Sunday. So yeah, last night, or last afternoon, I guess. That was yesterday's afternoon. But, that was the most perfect time. At Night of Champions, it was the most perfect time to have them turn on Roman. The crowd was actually into it. It was just perfect. The whole tag team match, the whole reason why Roman was even in that match, it all was perfectly aligned to build up to that moment right there. That's what's so perfect.
He expects a lot when the WWE comes to town. This includes big matches, big payoffs, and other unforgettable moments that add to the prestige of the WWE super shows in Saudi Arabia. Thus, it makes sense that the WWE would go through with a long-awaited development in the ever-interesting saga of the Bloodline. Number 2, it's time to capitalize on the Usos' popularity. Yeah. Jay and Jimmy Uso have...
The Usos, I guess now they're baby faces, I guess. They're baby faces now. Everybody's loving the Usos. I think last time they was baby faces... Now, I haven't watched it in a long time, but last time they was baby faces, I think... I'm going to say with the last time I seen them as baby faces, which was back in 2014 or 15, which was one of them two. And that's when they had still had the face paint and all that. And, yeah, but that was the last time I remember them baby faces. Now, maybe they've been baby faces after that too, but I don't know. But like, what's sticking out in my mind was when they was baby faces back in 2014 or whatever. And I think from now, I think you keep them baby faces, and with the Usos, you either have them go on their separate paths. I don't think you should break them up, really. Or not break them up, but like have them turn on each other, really, because, you know, the whole thing is they're actually family. So I think you just let them go on their own separate paths, build their own separate things. But I feel like all of them's gonna be gone except Solo for a while. I think Roman's gonna be gone after he loses the championships for a long time. He might not even return. Jimmy and Jay might show up here and there, but ultimately they won't have as many matches. Really, it's gonna be all on Solo, and Solo's gonna dominate and build his career up.
Never been more popular than they are now, despite the team routinely beating down some of the WWE Universe's favorite babyface teams. Jay and Jimmy's popularity is a classic case of the Undertaker syndrome, a scenario where a heel such as a badass that the fans can't help but start cheering for him. Jay and Jimmy haven't scaled back their ferocity in the ring despite the fans' cheer. While the WWE rarely treats tag teams as main event acts, the Usos have been at the point for some time as heels, and now the WWE can have them work as babyfaces to create new matchups. Number 3, the Usos earned the fans' respect back. Another reason why the Usos split from the Bloodline is that they've not only become popular, they've earned the fans' respect. Part of what makes the Usos so popular is that there's so much to respect about them. Not only are they arguably the best WWE tag team in the contemporary era, there's the family connection. Jay and Jimmy are more than brothers, they're twins, a bond which they repeatedly played upon in storylines, stressing their loyalty to each other. The Usos have also earned the fans' respect through their incredible loyalty to Roman Reigns. Jay and Jimmy have done plenty of dirty work for the head of the table, with Roman treating them terribly. Of course, that's the part of Roman's character, but you have to respect the Usos for their loyalty. Most of all, the fans have found even more respect for Jay and Jimmy after watching them realize how much Roman has been using them and deciding enough is enough. The Usos gave an Academy Award-winning performance when they...
That's crazy. I actually wanted this to happen, but it's crazy they chose Jimmy. It's crazy how they chose Jimmy to be the one to do it first. because you know Jay already tried Roman and he got absolutely annihilated. He absolutely got annihilated by Roman. So I'm glad they went with Jay this time, and Jimmy being skeptical to do anything because he know what happens. But ultimately, you know, they came to their senses. And they finally done it together. Bro. That's what we're
showed their inner conflict before walking away. Number 4, it was a time to seize the moment. It's sometimes said that the best times to turn a wrestler babyface is when they're at their most hated, and vice versa with heel turns. As mentioned, the Usos are incredibly popular, so this point is moot. That being said, the WWE has been slowly raising the heat between Roman and Jay and Jimmy to the point where things were bound to bubble over. In this case, they had to boil over, as there's only so long you can drag out a storyline before the fans get bored, even one as engaging as this. To its credit, the WWE...
the Bloodline, people were saying like that the Bloodline story telling was about to get a little stale, so I can see that. So I'm glad they're having everything, and really they're doing it at a great time. It's just the Cody. I think I might be wrong with Cody challenging Roman at SummerSlam, which I think they should. Now somebody did also say that Jay is gonna challenge Roman at SummerSlam and actually beat him, but I don't think that should happen. They're really high on Cody Rhodes, and they're gonna have Cody ultimately be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, and Cody is that guy. Now if Jay beats Cody, okay, but Cody, I think they're gonna have Cody as their guy to beat Roman Reigns. They're just sending him through this John Cena type era, and yeah, I think Cody's gonna ultimately win at beat Brock Lesnar officially at Money in the Bank. I don't want to see it. I think they're probably gonna add it on to SummerSlam, which that will buy him time to face Roman at WrestleMania. But if you want to stop it at SummerSlam, you have to have Cody ultimately ending the feud with Brock at Money in the Bank. But I think how you have him ended at SummerSlam with Brock is you have him win the qualifying match. He gets put in the Money in the Bank. He's literally about to win the Money in the Bank. He's about to grab the title. Or not the title. He's about to grab the briefcase. And then Brock comes out of nowhere and absolutely completely destroys Cody again. And, you know, he causes Cody the Money in the Bank, which was an easy ticket to Roman. So, yeah, and then I think Cody would win at SummerSlam. He would have to win at SummerSlam. And, that's when you end it.
Is taking its time with the dissension of the Bloodline, but how much more could Roman Reigns put up before he looked weak? Likewise, how much more abuse could Jay and Jimmy endure before the fans stopped caring about them?
That's what I'm saying.
The WWE picked the perfect time to break the Bloodline up. Number 5, it's a classic case of things coming full circle. Sometimes the best storylines are the ones that come full circle. Here, Roman Reigns beat Jay and Jimmy into acknowledging them during his early months as a heel. Over time, the head of the table wore the brothers down until they gave in, seeing things the Roman Reigns way. However, the last few months have shown cracks in the Usos' trust in Reigns, in effect inverting the process where they were indoctrinated into becoming Roman's lackeys. Number 6, it frees up Roman. Another reason for the split is that it frees up Roman Reigns from these...
It does this whole thing does free up Roman's time in, because you know he's taking a break. So it does free up his time, and also it does book a lot of his rest of his matches. I heard that he could have a match with I heard about another tag team championship or a tag team match with him and Solo versus the Usos at Money in the Bank, which I don't know, and then he's booked for Money in the Bank. Then he could take on some more time for SummerSlam.
Annoying undisputed championship defenses. Rumor has it that the WWE has been planning on Roman and Solo teaming up to battle Jay and Jimmy Uso at Money in the Bank. This match has plenty of drama fueling it, but more importantly, it saves Roman from having to defend his undisputed championship for the second month in a row. The WWE is at the point...
Here's the thing about that, though. Here's the thing about having that match. Is Solo gonna fight his own brothers? His own blood brothers? Is Solo gonna abide by Roman's rules and actually have a match or attack his own brothers, the Usos? And then that's when you have Solo. That's when you have Solo. Or like, however you do it, whenever you do it. If it's at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, or if it's either at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, I think it should be at Money in the Bank so that Roman can be by himself by SummerSlam for Cody. But the whole thing is you're trying to have nobody on the side of Roman. So how you can do it is have Roman try to manipulate Solo and try to have Solo destroy his own brothers. And ultimately he don't want to do it because that's his own brothers. So he turns on Roman. So that's how you can do that
where it's unwilling to take the title of Roman, but it's also beginning to realize how Reigns does nothing for his opponents and often buries them. There are still a few stars on SmackDown that Roman hasn't beat, but with rumors that the WWE is considering Roman vs Cody 2 at WrestleMania, the WWE still has to be careful with how many superstars it has left to sacrifice the tribal chief before 2024. Booking Roman and Solo against the Usos is a clever way to do so, as the WWE likely feels that fans are so invested in the Bloodline storyline that they overlook Reigns' complete lack of title defenses. Or maybe just some of you do. Number 7, Roman needs to show weak.
Nobody, dude, people was mad at this match because Roman is not gonna try to defend his titles on his 1000th day, and at a pay-per-view, a premium live event called a Night of Champions, what is all about champions. Just saying, man.
Yes. Another reason why the Bloodline was broken up was to make Roman Reigns appear vulnerable.
Yes,
Reigns has always been...
I was saying that Roman needs to look... Remember after WrestleMania I said Roman needs to look vulnerable. He needs to start losing these matches. But that's not going to count against his title reign. But he needs to start... Or he needs to start either losing his matches or have somebody calls him a match. Or like the Usos try to cause him a match. That's how you can break Roman. And then he's at his vulnerable. And then the rest is history.
Depicted as a powerful wrestler, but he's also had the added edge of the Usos and Solo Sikoa waiting to interfere as needed. That's now going to be the case with Jay and Jimmy bailing on him, and as for Solo, his time in the Bloodline may be winding down as well. This could help build more suspense for Roman's matches, as fans wonder how he'll be able to pull off a victory with little or no backup. Number 8, the Bloodline could branch out. While Jay and Jimmy walked out on Roman at Night of Champions, that doesn't necessarily mean the end of the Bloodline. Might Roman bring in another wrestler to stand tall with him? There's at least one member of the Usos who is training to become a wrestler. Would Roman bring in an outsider, or would this ruin the magic of the Bloodline being made up entirely of family?
No, I don't think they're gonna bring anybody else into the storyline. Now, I'm not saying they're not gonna bring any more people from the Bloodline over, but they're not gonna like add anybody to the Bloodline, like somebody in NXT or somebody who's getting built up in somewhere else and bring them to WWE. I don't think they're gonna put them in the blood. I don't think they're gonna bring them out into the Bloodline. I think the people he have now is gonna be the people that gets destroyed with him. If somebody else from his family though comes in, it's gonna be after the whole. I feel like it should be after the whole. This whole story is over.
Number 9, it creates ready-made title matches. At some point, Roman Reigns is likely to defend his title this year, but why have him work a meaningless, by meaningless we mean the fans know Roman isn't going to drop the title to whoever his latest challenger is, a program with someone such as AJ Styles or Bobby Lashley. Instead, Reigns could put the belt on the line against Jay or Jimmy Uso. Both matches have instant credibility, as Roman will be looking to punish his...
You probably have him face Jimmy Uso, because he ain't faced Jimmy Uso on a one-on-one match like he did with Jay. You can face Jimmy Uso. I guess they're trying. I really think they're gonna build up for that at SummerSlam, or yeah, I think they're gonna build up for that at SummerSlam. Roman versus Jimmy Uso, but I don't think they're gonna give it to Jimmy Uso. I think they're gonna give it all to Cody. I think they're trust Cody, and Cody's their guy. So they're gonna ultimately have Cody be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, either at SummerSlam or next year's WrestleMania.
Cousins for abandoning him, while Jay and Jimmy will want to beat down Reigns for manipulating them and to show them they're championship contenders. Where things get interesting is the recent tease that Solo Sikoa isn't Roman's doormat and he's ready to prove otherwise if the champ steps to him wrong.
Exactly how you can do the Solo's turn is that Roman is holding Solo back from doing things and going off on his own. And I think Solo should actually turn on Roman because of that. Because he's not letting him go off on his own and do his own thing. He got to do Roman's dirty work, as Sami Zayn said before.
Solo program may be months away, but it really couldn't begin until the Usos left the group. They've developed a strong sense of timing when it comes to these storylines, particularly anything involving the Bloodline. Tonight's split between the Usos and the rest of the Bloodline happened at the right time, at the right place, and for the right reasons. The split should lead to an exciting storyline of civil war in the Bloodline, as well as the opportunity for the Usos and Solo to branch off into their own. It should also add some vulnerability to Roman's character, perhaps even leading to a surprise title loss, even if it's short term, to keep the fans interested in the Undisputed Championship. Even if the title remains around Roman's waist for the time being, he's likely to become more dangerous thanks to his allies becoming enemies. There you have it, folks. What?
Yeah, I think how you ultimately do it, there's multiple ways you could go, but I really do think Cody is going to be the ultimate guy to dethrone Roman Reigns officially. I don't think people saying Jay, but I don't think it's going to be Jay. Let's actually be smart here, and let's actually think about how they even had Cody in the first place. Come on, Cody's that guy. But so Money in the Bank, I think you should have the tag team match not at SummerSlam, at Money in the Bank. You should ultimately have the tag team match at Money in the Bank. You should have Cody win that year's Money in the Bank. People saying LA Knight, nah. LA Knight is getting a push though. LA Knight is getting a push, and I feel like he should continue getting that push, but he should not be getting the Money in the Bank. And I really like LA Knight too. I like LA Knight, but he's getting turned babyface. But he shouldn't win the Money in the Bank. He shouldn't win the Money in the Bank. I don't think he should win the title right now. Maybe a whole nother year, maybe. But he should not win the title right now. Maybe next year's Money in the Bank and he can cash in on Cody. But he should not. He should not win it right now this year. But you should build him up. But Cody's gonna win the Money in the Bank. He's gonna automatically. That's how I would book it. He should automatically announce, because everybody knows what he's gonna cash in on. He's not gonna cash in on the World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins. That's just not gonna happen. But Cody should announce his cash in, that he's gonna cash the Money in the Bank in Detroit for SummerSlam, and then it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. During that time, you can have Solo turn on, leave Roman also. You can have Solo leaving Roman also, which we're talking about at Money in the Bank. Let's go back a little bit. Money in the Bank, you can have the tag team match with the Usos and Solo and Roman. Now, Roman, after the match, Roman wants to destroy the Usos, and he wants Solo to do it. He wants to send the Usos to the upper rooms for turning on them, and he wants Solo to do it. But then that's when Solo turns on himself, and the UK crowd is gonna go insane. But that's when you have Solo turn on Roman and do the same thing. Maybe hit him with a chair or something. I don't know. They do the same thing. And now Roman's completely by himself with only Paul Heyman. And so Paul Heyman And it's just Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns still double champ. And then at SummerSlam, you can have Cody, or after that match, you can have Cody automatically announce his cash in that Monday after Money in the Bank. You can have Cody automatically announce his cash in that he's wanting to go for Roman Reigns because everybody's already knowing what championships he's picking. And so he's going to save for SummerSlam. Because I think WrestleMania is just too far away. People's going to get stale. Or it's going to get stale and people's going to get bored, like me. So he announces it at SummerSlam, and it's just Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the titles. And probably the only person, and maybe not even Paul Heyman, but the only person maybe in Roman's corner is Paul Heyman, but probably not even Paul Heyman. Maybe Paul Heyman even leaves during that time. And then Cody ultimately, Roman's looking for help, but again, everybody switched up on him. Everybody left him for the better. And so there's no help for Cody, and Cody ultimately wins. I think that's how his whole reign should win. He did win his 1,000 days, which is crazy. But tell me what y'all think about this video in the comment section. I know I went on my own rant, but I think I did get a little bit of information from this. Tell me what you think about the whole situation of what happened Saturday, and where they should go for it, what you think they should go for. And yeah, if you like the video, man, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. Just tell me what I should react to in my next video. And now the reactions are coming back, man. The reactions back to back is coming back, because this week is my last week of school. And probably gonna do either one or two more vlogs this week, and then that's it. We're gonna go back to reactions. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. Peace.